Behavioral Health Student Association at the College of Public Health for helping us put on this event. And so basically Left for Red, I started this organization in Des Moines, like my sophomore year, and now we're trying to get it into Iowa City. So this is our first official event. Yay! And so I really want to thank, that is not what I meant to do. I want to thank my wonderful members and team for helping me get Left for Red in here in Iowa City. And I want to thank my family for helping put this on. Good mom, she's in the back. Yeah. And yeah, just thank you all for coming and for, hopefully we'll be able to put on more events like this, and yeah. So first I wanted to go into first I want to introduce everybody. Oh my god. My name is Manya Pandey and I'm the president and founder of Left for Red. And I'm also a student at the University of Iowa. I'm a freshman studying public health on the pre-medicine track, and yeah.
I'm Varsha. I'm Iowa City lead at Love for Red. I'm a sophomore studying biochemistry on the pre-med track.
My name is Sneha. I'm a freshman and my major is also public health.
I'm Lauren. I'm one of the social media managers. I'm a freshman and I am studying human physiology on a pre-med track.
I'm Bhumika. I'm a freshman studying neuroscience and music on the pre-med track, and super excited to be here.
Yay. Okay. So first, just to give an overview about what Left for Red is, and myself as well. So Left for Red, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that works to fight period poverty in Iowa. So being a 501c3, that just means that we're a registered 501c3. So any donations that we get are tax exempt, and we are we are registered with the state like that. And I founded this organization in May of 2020, so that was right after the pandemic hit, and that was my sophomore year of high school. So I started this organization after I saw an Instagram post about women in prisons and kind of the struggles that they go through as a result of not having enough menstrual products. So a lot of women, they would only have access to either pads or tampons, but they wouldn't have access to the ones they need. And so some women would make tampons out of pads, and just there was all these health risks that come with that. And then there's this bigger thing of period poverty. It's not just in prisons, but it's everywhere. And it's really associated with third world countries and developing countries, but people don't realize it's in the United States as well. And there are a lot of organizations that purely deal with this issue in big cities, right? Because these big cities, it's really prevalent in Los Angeles, New York, but there's not really organizations dealing with it in Iowa. So I decided to start my own. So Left for Red believes that feeling clean and having dignity on your period should not be a privilege only some can enjoy. So our mission is to fight period poverty through service, education, and advocacy.
What exactly is period poverty? It's the inadequate access to menstrual hygiene tools and educations. Right now, up to 500 million people worldwide are living in period poverty. This means people don't have access to products that are essential to be healthy, clean, and have dignity on their period due to both monetary and physical. Okay. Monetary and physical inaccessibility. Because of inaccessibility, people resort to using socks, old rags, and even cardboard during their period, which can lead to a multitude of infections and negative reproductive health conditions. People should care because most people think mainly in third world countries that there's period poverty, but it is prevalent in the US too. There was a study done in a large US city that around 2/3 of low-income women couldn't afford menstrual products, usually because of price or simply inaccessibility. Many of those women also stated that they have had to make the choice between food and menstrual products, which should not be the case.
do. We've donated to women's shelters, youth shelters, low-income resource centers, medical centers, refugee resource centers, schools, and even individual families. Our mission is to fight period poverty through service, education, advocacy. We provide menstrual products to places in need to reach those experiencing period poverty. We create informational posts to educate others about topics such as toxic shock syndrome, types of menstrual products, superstitions about periods, and more. We push for policy change to have free menstrual product access across Iowa. So a little bit about our impact and accomplishment. Since we started, we've donated 30,000 plus menstrual products. We've raised $9,000 plus through donations, and we've helped 20 plus places in need throughout Iowa. And these are just some pictures of what we've done. The first one is our kind of first event we held in West Des Moines, and that's Senator Celsi. If you didn't know, she was our guest speaker for that event. This is a little table we had at the Waukee School's Apex Showcase. And then this is when we had a donation drive. We worked with RAC, which is Women's Resource and Action Center here at Iowa. And that was our table at Highland. These are what our period packs look like. All the period packs have pads and tampons, so when we donate them, people can choose which one they want. This is when we spoke in front of the Waukee Community School District Board to make them more aware about how necessary it is to have free period product access in schools. And then this is when we went to the Capitol building in Des Moines, downtown, to talk to legislators to hopefully push a bill that will make period products more accessible physically and monetarily all throughout Iowa. Oh, and then here are the examples, like it's in the picture, but this is kind of what it looks like.
We can also pass them around to people and
Oh
see
yeah,
what they look like.
I'll pass them around. And you'll notice that we have different sizes of pads and tampons too, because like I said, we need to help people in all the things.
As Varsha said, we had a really successful day at the Capitol, and we really want to continue our advocacy. So that includes fighting for free menstrual products and fighting for the accessibility to those products, as well as education about period poverty and who it affects. We want to make period products more monetarily accessible by making them free, and there's actually been a bill passed that removes the taxes on period products. And then we also want to make them more physically accessible. And we want to expand our services to more school districts to make an even bigger impact. And then we want to hold more educational events like this so we can continue to learn more about people who are impacted by period poverty and what we can do to make the subject less of a taboo. And we're so grateful to have over 250 members/supporters. So that includes anyone who has expressed support through social media, donations, or other means. And we have here the top 10 countries that we have support from. So that includes the United States, India, Canada, Australia, Qatar, Singapore, UAE, UK, Kuwait, and New Zealand. And the top 10 cities we have support from are Des Moines, Iowa City, West Des Moines, Waukee, Johnston, Ankeny, Bloomington, Grimes, and Pune, India. And while we do have a woman majority supporter base, we'd like to even that demographic out, because period poverty is not just a women's issue and it affects everyone.
And the best way you can help us reach some of our goals is that you can definitely donate at our website and click on that donate button. We accept online and check, or you can contact us for in-kind donations, which are physical donations. You can donate by Facebook, PayPal, and we have an Amazon wish list. We also have a donate QR code in the back on that banner. You can also volunteer at some of our upcoming events. We have one on May 6th. It's the Cinco de Mayo Festival in Des Moines. And then we also have May 26th and the 27th. It's a Celebration Asian Festival in downtown Des Moines as well. And then you can also follow us on all of our social media that are listed.
Well, thank you so much. This was just like the presentation part of our event. So does anyone have any questions or comments? Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, how do you locate the families that you end up donating to, if you do like individual?
So for individual families, a lot of them have been through the schools. They've contacted us and like told us that like they need like someone to support them with their menstrual product need. So like that's been the way that we've gotten in contact with individual families. But to get in contact with a lot of our like just a lot of like low income areas and people in need, we donate to a lot of organizations that serve like those people. So then that's how we're able to connect with like the people that we need to. Yeah.
What are like the biggest barriers y'all face to?
Our
Okay.
biggest struggle would probably be funding, because while we do get donations from like obviously donors and like just people who want to support us, there's no constant stream of funding. So we do get grants. We've applied for a lot of grants and just like donations like that and like donation drives. There's a lot of drives that we do with different companies, but just funding, like a constant stream of funding, is something we just don't have. So if you guys want to donate.
And if you have any fundraiser ideas as well, feel free to share them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we want a more consistent stream of funding in the future.
Yeah.
I came late, so I may have missed this, but like, where are you guys like primarily located?
So we have like a base in Des Moines, and then now we also have one in Iowa City. So like those are like the main areas where we're like operating, but we serve like the entirety of Iowa. Is there anything else? Yeah.
This is just a comment. I think the donation drive itself may not be a very sustainable approach, and therefore to be able to even seek funding, to be able to have that consistent fundings and grant for your organization, I think it's really important to collaborate with other organizations which actually already do a lot of education, a lot of advocacy work, and therefore I think to learn from them and maybe also to collaborate with them, because I'm sure there are, I mean, I don't know if there are other organizations in Iowa itself, but then there are several national organizations through which you could collaborate and maybe learn from them as well, that what exactly are their sources of funding, and because they have been doing, I mean, there are a lot of organizations that has been doing a lot at national level, right? But then also, what are some of their educational material that you could adapt it for the state of Iowa and for the different population groups that you are catering to, and then maybe that could be one way of having some collaborative work, and therefore the funds can come together to you, to your organization, as well as other organizations that you are collaborating with.
Yeah, that's definitely something we have. Like we've been collaborating with there are a couple organizations in Des Moines who they don't do this exact thing of period poverty, but a lot of them do different, like just like reproductive health issues related topics. And so when there's other events that we've had where we're able to partner with them to serve like families and people in need, but definitely the like funding aspect and to help us, that's definitely something we'll look into, of like how can we work with them to help us. Is there any other questions or comments? Oh, there is. Oh yeah, sorry.
When you guys say you serve all of Iowa City, or like most of Iowa City, or all of Iowa, do you guys ever like try to work with like the mobile clinic or any of the other like nonprofit medical resources in Iowa and see if they could help you with like funding and like something like that, or no, do you guys not usually do that?
We haven't yet, but that's definitely something we would be willing to do. So like if you're able, like if you know anyone there that we would be able to like talk with,
Yeah,
that would be like
I did like an interview with this one lady. I forget if it's Mobile Clinic, but I can give you her contact if you want it. Because
Yeah,
I
that'd be
used to
awesome.
really work with them.
because definitely we have a bigger standing in like the West Des Moines area of like organizations. So like right now with Iowa City, it's like we're trying to grow.
Yeah.
Like this is like the very beginning. So like yeah, if anyone like knows anyone that would be like able to help us, like connect us, like please let us know. But yeah.